What up, everybody? This is Victim from Victim Gaming. Doing an unboxing today of my new mouse. I just got it in about like 5 minutes ago. Been a stressful day, so I figured why not do an unboxing. So, what this mouse is, excuse my camera, it keeps doing focusing crap. I need a new one. But anyway, this is a Roccat Kone XTD mouse. You can go and look at more of the specs. I'm going to go over a few of them, but look at some of the specs at Roccat, ROCCAT.org. They've got several mice, I guess. And I bought this for a bundle for like $150. It came with this mouse pad, which is huge. They had some nicer ones there, but I'm a gamer on a budget a little bit, so for what I was looking for, I just wanted a mouse pad. I've got a wood grain desk that I play on, and I was noticing, especially when I was sniping or going in for like small different changes on the when I was zoomed in on my weapons, I could tell when I was going over a grain or not. The reticle or pointer would actually move in sections according to the grain. So I knew that I needed this to help out my gaming. So I figured why not go ahead and get a new mouse. I was having problems with my mouse. I'll make another video about that. I fixed that mouse, so now I've got two mice to deal with. So let's see what's in here. It's a pretty big box, I think, for just a mouse. The mouse pad actually came in a big box too, so they do a good job of protecting the product during shipment, which shows that they care in my eyes about what they're producing. So let's see what's in here. Alright, invoice, obviously, and then the mouse. Everything else is air pocket packing, protection. The box itself is even protected, it looks like, with a plastic wrap, which is pretty cool. And then the mouse. So again, this is the Roccat Kone XTD. It has LED lighting that you can change and alter. That's just for looks and stuff. I bought it more for the performance specs. You open up the front of it, wait for the camera zoom, and they've protected the inside even with some plastic. So it looks like they actually do care quite a bit about the appearance of their mice and the protection. It's got a little magnetic button right here to keep the front of it closed. Alright, so it also has serial number right here on top. You can't really see that. Not that I really want to show that off. I'm not sure. I'm sure that's for registration purposes and whatnot, which I doubt anybody on YouTube could use it once I register it, but either way, it's still a key ID that I don't want to get put out there. Alright, kind of comes all out pretty smooth. Comes with an owner's manual, the mouse itself, and let's see what this is. The weights. Alright, so this mouse, if that'll focus in on it, has 4 5-gram weights. So rather than something like a Mad Catz or something like that mouse, that to me is just, I'm not a big fan of them. I've had a Thermaltake eSport mouse that had the whole Allen wrench adjustments to where you could adjust the width of it, the height of the palm, and there was a few other things that you could adjust on it. And it just, as much adjustments as I could, I would max it out. I'm playing right now with a Logitech MX 518, so I'm used to the higher palm placement on the mouse. if I were to compare both of these right now, just off of the whim, holding both of these mice, they actually feel pretty similar. The Roccat doesn't dive down in the front the way the Logitech does, so it leaves your hand a little higher, which I actually like a lot, because a lot of times when I'm playing on the Logitech for hours on end or whatever, doing product reviews, doing gaming, my hand, especially up here, will start to get cramped, and I think that's because my fingers and stuff are overstretched. Whereas this, it feels very comfortable just off the bat. It's got, let's see, how many programmable buttons does it have? See here. Alright, off the bat, rather than trying to search for this, I'll just go down the list of the tech specs. It's got a Pro Aim laser sensor R3 with 8200 DPI. All the Pro Aim laser stuff, that doesn't mean anything to me personally. The 820 or 8200 DPI, I would never use that much. I think with the Logitech it goes up to 1600. I usually keep it right around 1000 DPI, then adjust that in game depending on which game I'm going to be using. So 8200, more than enough than I'll ever use. Easy shift button, so you can not only, right now it has two side buttons, a plus and minus to adjust your DPI on the fly, and then a menu button. It also has a 4D mouse wheel, which means you can push it left and right as well as up and down and scroll with it, so it adds some more functionality to it. The cord, which I'm really excited about, is a braided cord. So whereas this is a plastic covered shrink cord, this is braided, which allows it with to have more flexibility. With these, if you have the mouse in one position or the wires going in one way for too long a period, it kind of conforms to that, and then when you try and change it or change your setup, it's a little bit harder to do so, or it stays bent a little bit, so you kind of have to force the wire to reform itself. So the braided, I think, will be a good idea, or good change. The bottom of this mouse right here is where you lock and unlock to put in the weights. So looks like it's a little bit child-proof, so I might not be able to get into this without looking at some owner manuals. This is the owner manual. Comes in a CD case. I thought there was actually a CD in here by the looks of it, but go ahead and get this thing opened up. Quick installation guide. Let's see here. It has all the different buttons listed, the default button setup, and just explains a little bit more about the mouse. Basically, with the 4D, if I'm not mistaken, when you can go left and right with it, so you can program the mouse buttons multiple times, and say for one game you want the 4 and 5 button to be your VoIP buttons, so you want to be able to talk in game to your team, talk in game globally, so you can set those. And then for another game they don't have in-game VoIP, so you can change that to your TeamSpeak. Personally, it has the same setup amount of buttons as the Logitech. I usually use my mouse for my comms. That way, this hand is free for all my in-game functions. But other than that, that's about it for the unboxing. I don't do product reviews based off of unboxings. Obviously, I haven't tried it yet. So once I try this mouse, I'll go ahead and do a product review, probably in another week or so. Let you guys know how it's faring. I'm really excited about this mouse, so hopefully it turns out to be everything that I want it to be. So stay tuned. Look back on my YouTube for the product review to let you know what I think about it compared to the Logitech. Alright, take care, guys.